Yay!
So it goes something like that. Coming over in my direction. So thankful for that, such a blessing, yeah. And every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly.
Just
Go on,
want to
go
go
on.
get something that could be really cool for the
Yeah.
you guys might
Yeah,
like.
yeah, sure.
I can.
Is he going to get a tequila?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
really
it's
cool.
What's it called, Luis? What's it called?
You forget it's alcohol, and next thing you know, you don't know.
Hase to pase?
So he say Lebanon, Libya, everything, but not Lebanon. And that made the Lebanon people angry. Like, why can't you spell it? It's easy.
Yeah, no, whoa. Let's just come down here. A whole glass. It's you don't wake up in a week.
Lol.
Yeah.
So today we are going to play the game Things the World is Tired of Hearing About Their Country with random people from 5 countries around the world.
Hi everyone, I'm Luis, and I'm from Mexico, but I lived in Luxembourg all my life. So I have both nationalities, a bit of both cultures in my life. And yeah, can't wait to meet all you guys and talk about my culture.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Madhusudan and I'm a third year engineering graduate student at Indore. And I'm from Central India, and yes, same as Luis, I can't wait to meet you.
Yes. Hi. Good afternoon from here. So I'm living in Sri Lanka, but I'm originally from the Philippines. On weekdays, I work as a virtual assistant, and then on weekends, I just spend time to do something that will make me happy. It's nice to meet everyone.
Okay.
That's great. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Freda Dager. I'm 16 years old from Lebanon, and I'm so excited to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Freda.
Nice. So the rules are simple. One by one, each of you will tell us 5 stereotypes that are commonly heard about your country, and a little incident if you have faced it in your life too. So whatever comes ahead, you just have to answer it, or you have to share your experience about the thing. Okay?
Are you guys
we will
ready?
Tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's begin with me, lol. Okay. So I'm sure all of you know that the majority of Indians are vegetarians. So, well, being a vegetarian myself, we are often asked the stereotypical questions like, where are your proteins and how can you live with on herbivores food? So guys, I'll just say, come to India and we'll show you our dishes and our proteins and all the stuff we cook. And I'm sure Madhusudan and Man agree with me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, completely. Coming to the Philippines, do you guys have any assumptions about this country? Like, do you think Philippines have less protein in their diet, or are they herbivores? Are they, majorly
For
carnivores? Do you have any
Filipinos-
opinion?
I guess Filipinos are really fond of their food, especially rice, right? Am I right?
Yes, we're a rice nation. And to be honest, it's only when I moved out of my country that I got to know other types of diets. Like, meet people who are on a vegetarian diet or on a lacto or ovo vegetarian diet. Because all my life, it's we eat pork, a lot of pork, beef, fish, a lot of meat, and of course we have vegetables, but it's mostly meat.
Yeah.
So it's
So
refreshing
it's
to
not majorly vegetarian. So it's everything. Like red meat is majorly there.
Yes.
Okay.
But if we come
Any-
to Philippines, can we survive as vegetarians?
I think now there are restaurants in the city, like in the capital, that cater to different types of preferences and tastes. Yeah, sure, definitely.
So it's there in the capital, but not in the countryside or in specific regions. If we are there, like if we are posted for some work, so we'll face it very difficult, right?
You let me know, and then I'll find a way for you.
Okay, yeah.
I guess
sure.
we'll just
Why
come to
not?
your house. We'll stay there.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So is it same with Freda, like in Lebanon?
Yes, in Lebanon we eat everything. Like we eat meat. There are vegetarians also. We don't have a specific food.
Okay.
That's cool. I've heard of Lebanese food we get in India, but it's obviously not authentic. So I've eaten pita bread and hummus. Is it like authentic in Lebanon?
Yes, and tabbouleh.
Yeah.
Tabbouleh.
Heard of that.
I want to ask Maria a thing. That does she know about adobo?
Oh yes. Adobo, you can cook it using pork or chicken.
Yeah. Actually,
Yes.
my friend Philippines told me that that's a delicious dish that they eat over there.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, let's hear some stereotypes from Louis. Like, do you have anything about your country to say about your country?
Yeah, for sure. So the first one, I mean, if we're talking about food, is whenever I say I'm Mexican, they're like, "Oh, you must like spicy food." And to be honest, I
Yeah.
do. I don't think it bothers me, but it is a stereotype. And I love my spicy food. I could not live without my spicy
Oh,
food.
even we love spicy food. We are Indians. We obviously.
Yeah, of course. I love Indian food.
So the stereotype is true, right? So it's not a stereotype, it's actually true, right?
I mean, there's a lot of people that in Mexico might not like it. Yeah.
No, but spicy food is love, man. We can't live without spices. Like for 7 days, we can't compromise.
Yeah, no, and for me it's kind of a struggle
Hands and
because
wings.
like I've lived in Luxembourg all my life here in Europe, and in Europe,
Yeah.
there's no spicy food culture. So, and Mexican restaurants, it's pretty hard to find. So what I tend to do is go to an Indian restaurant. I mean, it's not the exact same level of spicy or like the same taste of spicy, but I love
Yeah.
it.
Tastes are completely different, but yeah, the spicy thing is there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the authentic Mexican food is like really hard to find in other countries. Like in India,
No, completely.
yeah. So like in India, if we ask for a Mexican pizza, we have a pizza base and beans and nacho chip.
A specialty about Indians is like they'll name the dish in a specific country's name, like French fries or Manchurian. Like Manchurian is Chinese, but they'll add Indian spices in it, like garam masala. There are many Indian
Ooh.
spices. They'll add everything of Indian origin, and they'll name the dish something else, and then they'll serve it.
Yeah, in Domino's also they have filling like the Mexican
Yeah.
herbs. I don't know how much Mexican is there.
Oh,
In
it
the what?
isn't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
They have,
like,
like,
There's a pizza on
Yeah.
Domino's menu, right?
yeah, Mexican chipotle pizza, but it isn't like a Mexican
It is
pizza
Indian.
at all.
Everything's Indian in India.
No, anything
Yeah.
that says Mexican pizza on it, it's not Mexican. It's more like
Yeah.
Tex-Mex, which is also a type of food which I like, but it's not Mexican. You want
Yeah, very
enchiladas, you want
recently-
mole.
Yeah, like very recently I heard about Tlayudas, which is like the authentic Mexican pizza, which is cooked on a comal. So like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, we have been researching the authentic food of different countries, and that's where I came across Tlayudas.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to have
That's
it
on a
once.
tortilla base and
Yeah.
like corn base.
Sounds good.
So, like, Louis, do you have any stereotypes on other countries, like on India, based on India, or on Philippines, or on Lebanon, maybe?
Well,
Do you have something in mind, or you've heard about something like in past or in the recent future, in the recent present, anything like that?
Well, I heard that in Philippines, there's so many islands that you can like buy an island if you want, and like it could be like a microscopic island, but it can just be yours. Is that
Oh,
true?
is that true?
Well, you can buy an island, yes, if you have the means. Philippines is made up of 7,107 islands.
Oh.
And that changes.
7,000?
7,107. If it is high tide, then the number changes. If it's low tide, the number changes. But it's more or less in that range.
So technically, you could buy one in high tide and then buy it in low tide.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's so cool. Like I'd buy one in my holidays and then I sell it we
Why
have.
not? Why not?
Yeah.
Okay, coming to the stereotypes in Lebanon. So I've heard that like Lebanese people are obsessed with plastic surgery and stuff. Is that true, Seda?
Yeah, I've also heard of it. Like, they are increasingly getting inclined towards plastic surgery, especially the females, like the nose and the lips and everything. So, is it true?
No, not all people take surgeries. Only like famous people, they take it. But normal people, you don't see more people taking surgery.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
guess.
not.
So have you thought about taking any of it? Like,
I don't take. I will not take. But if you can see the people, the normal people, you don't see so many people taking surgeries. Only the famous
Okay.
people like singer, actor, and
Yeah. I guess it's the same all
Okay.
over the world. Like normal people don't do stuff like that.
Rita, is there anything like you don't get enough electricity over there? Like, there's lack of electricity in Lebanon. Is it
There
an
is
actual thing?
There is no so much electricity. You should have luck if you will have electricity. So
Oh my
here
God.
in Lebanon, 7 hours in a day electricity, and then no electricity.
Oh,
7 hours a day.
Really?
that must be so hard.
And
So
how you guys
how
do
are you
the
coping
Wi-Fi?
with this? A
And
lot
How
of
do you
struggle.
cope up?
Yeah, how do you deal with that? Like,
We can exchange electricity with other things, but we will pay more for this.
mhm.
That's really hard.
Okay.
Sorry, is it just a power outage, or is it like a policy of a particular region that, you know, for this hour we need to save electricity and so we don't use? I mean, why isn't there any electricity? I'm just curious.
I don't know, because of the someone that is leading the country. They don't
Oh.
give us electricity.
I see.
Yeah, okay.
And I think Arvind Kejriwal could help us.
Mm.
Why not?
Nice
You get
fun.
elected in Lebanon, right? So coming to Philippines, like, I have heard that you guys are crazy about basketball. Like, the Philippines Basketball Association is very famous.
Yes. It's probably the influence of the Americans over us, because we were a colony for 50 years. 50 years.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow.
the Americans love basketball, and we got it from them. So Michael Jordan is like a hero to us, and of course Kobe Bryant, LeBron. So it's a big thing for Filipinos. Like in
Like,
every
yes, it is.
street, every corner, you'll find a basketball court.
That's great. Even I played basketball while I was in school.
Yeah, basketball is cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's a lot of fun, right?
I mean, as a Mexican, I've tried it. Not my sport, especially because everyone's like 2 meters over here, and I'm 170, so it's takes the fun out of it. Fun to watch, though.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
So-
From Madhusudan, I want to hear from Madhusudan.
Yeah, so the first stereotype I want to tell is, I've heard from all over the world that Indians are super nerdy, super geek, and that's okay. That's okay to call us nerdy, that's okay, but we are aromantic. Because we are just put our faces into a computer and that's all. We can't do anything else.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
people
but
think
that's
all
completely
Indians
like
are.
that. I don't
Yeah,
think
you can
it's
see
like
the
that.
population, yeah.
Yeah, that's evident, very evident from the
That's- yeah,
population
very
that we are not aromantic.
Yeah.
What have you guys heard about India? Like,
On that note, when I was working abroad, almost all of the Indians that I have met, almost all of them have 2 bachelor degrees and 2 master's degrees, and then they're on their way to taking their PhD. So for me, it's like they were just telling me that it's the hunger for knowledge. It's that yearning for for wisdom.
Yes.
Indians
I mean,
study a
it's-
lot.
Yeah, I mean it's encouraging. It's
Yeah. The families also in India encourage the kids to study. It's not like they'll restrain it. That they'll promote whatever you feel like you can do it, you cannot. It's nothing like that. Anyone else having any stereotypes? Freda, do you have any stereotypes about India?
On India,
Freda, am I audible? Yeah.
Yeah, on India.
I only hear about spicy food and how you eat everything spicy, even sweet, spicy, everything in your country.
That is actually true. Cannot deny about it.
Yeah, we love extremes. Spicy as well as
In
sweet. There are a
everything,
lot
everything.
of diabetic patients in India.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
this is actually true. Like diabetic patients will eat some sweets and they'll say like something is fine. Like we can eat something a bit in diabetes. Like 2 grams is fine. Like 4 grams is fine. It's not a problem. They're themselves doctors.
Okay, coming again to Mexico. Tell us
Yes.
more about what you have heard, what stereotypes you have heard about Mexico.
Something else I've heard about Mexico. I get it a lot. A lot of comments about drug wars and cartels and that stuff. I guess also because there's like a big Netflix show called Narcos.
Narcos.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I think people like now imagine Mexico is just constantly that, and oh, is it safe to visit? Can I go? Is it still a holiday place? Are you safe when you walk around there? And honestly, it's kind of a shame because I've heard it's a good show, but it's really depicting a bad part of Mexico, which you only find it if you're looking for it. You're not gonna like a drug dealer is never gonna go find a tourist. They have their own problems. No, they're in their own wars. They're not doing crime against people that are not involved in these matters. So if you're a tourist and you go to like a touristy place, you should be completely fine. Even Mexico City, you should be completely fine if you don't go to the wrong neighborhoods. But it's
Yeah.
hard to find those. So yeah, that's a bit of a stereotype that it's a bit of a
I mean,
shame. But
yeah.
there.
Like obviously among the ongoing the conflicts around the world today, the drug war is placed second behind Afghanistan, and that's pretty even to do. Like we love the people. We love people from around the world. So there's nothing to be afraid of, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like India also has that a bit of a danger stereotype that
Yeah.
pull aside from visiting.
Like we agree
Like,
there are a lot of
There are
crimes.
certain regions.
Hmm.
There are crime-stick regions like the western UP or the western side or the northeastern side. These are very peaceful regions. Like, and the northern part and the extreme southern part, there are activities over there. So yes, there are some regions, but there are
I guess
other regions
crimes
which are peaceful.
happen everywhere, like they happen all over the world. But then we also have
Yes,
kind
exactly.
people, and that's what all matters. That's why you travel the world and you want to know about the culture.
And also
and
because what you hear is from the media and Hollywood, and of
Yeah,
course they're gonna
exactly.
tell bad stuff. They're not gonna say in the news, "Oh yeah, today was a good day of no crime." So that's not in your mind, but that happens most days.
we are the youth. We have to change that thing.
Yeah.
It's just how it's portrayed in the media. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely.
Okay, so Maya, I've heard that Filipinos like to party a lot. Is that true?
Yes. I didn't realize that this was something different for others, like looking at Filipinos, but because for us it's normal. So when I was working abroad, on weekends, it's just our time to unwind and de-stress. So we like to do barbecue and, of course, drink alcohol and just have fun. And for others, they think that, why do you always do this? Like, why do you like parties? Like, you're like party animals. But for us, for me, it's normal.
That sounds fair. Like, who wouldn't like to party after a stressful week?
Yeah, I've heard, Maria, that in Philippines, the people prepare alcohol in their households themselves. Is
Yes,
that
like,
true?
Yeah, the fresh beer culture, right?
like for some people, they might think that it's kind of weird to learn to drink alcohol in your own house. But there's actually a reason for that. Like my grandparents would tell us, it's better that you drink at home. We see you, we see your friends, we know who you're drinking with, or you drink with your cousins. And don't do it outside when we don't get to see, like in public places. So I learned to drink. My exposure was from home. It was not from outside. So when I tell this to others, it's kind of weird, but it's for safety purposes. Like you get your training. That's
This
just
is a complete contrast from India.
Yes.
There's a complete contrast in India. Like the parents won't let you drink with them, or they won't support you in that.
I know.
So obviously
Do we know that you
we
drink now?
not
Sorry?
until 21, I guess. Like we, a lot of students mainly hide and drink, but then that's the culture. Like we aren't
Yeah,
given
like
the
in
liberty
major
to be
cities, you
drinking.
can't purchase alcohol from the wine stores
Yeah.
before you are 25. So
Like the
it's
place I live.
regulations over it.
Yeah, exactly. The place I
That's a
live.
dry state. That's a dry state.
Yeah.
He lives in a dry state. The entire state cannot sell alcohol. So like
Yeah.
if you want
Yeah,
alcohol
I live in a
over
dry
here-
state.
There are two states like that, Bihar and the
Gujarat.
Gujarat. There
How
are
do
two
you-
states where you
Can
can't
you drink
consume
though
alcohol.
in that state? Is it legal to drink but not buy?
No,
it's not
No,
legal.
how can we drink
If
when we
you are
don't
caught
get it?
drinking
I don't know if
publicly.
you live on the border of the state. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be
No,
smuggling,
no,
right?
that's not possible.
Oh wow.
There'll be another crime.
But
my
in
God.
Mexico, I've heard that you drink a lot of tequila. Like,
Oh yeah, we do.
Tequila is-
That's also a stereotype I get a lot. Oh, you're from Mexico. Whenever I go out, you're from Mexico. Oh, you're the tequila shots on you. And yeah, I'll have a tequila shot. I won't buy it for you, but I'll have one. And yeah, we do like our tequila. We don't always take it a shot. We also like to calmly take it, and like a good tequila, you don't take it as a shot. You have a conversation with someone while you're enjoying that tequila. That's the more.
so it's
how
not
we-
a proper shot, it's a proper, a glass of tequila, like that, something.
Not like a huge. No, it's still a shot glass,
No, okay.
but you take it like
Okay,
slowly.
okay.
Yeah. No, whoa. Let's just come down here. Whole glass. It's you don't wake up in a week.
Lol.
But also in Mexico we have variations of similar to tequila. There's like mezcal, that is also a very popular alcohol drink in Mexico.
Okay.
And also we have a vodka that's tamarind flavor. I don't know if you guys know what tamarind is. It's like a
Yeah, tamarind.
we use
we
tamarind.
That.
yeah.
In
I
Hindi,
think
it's called imli. It's called imli.
Where?
IMLI. In Hindi, tamarind is called imli.
Imli. Well, we have Imli
Yeah.
vodka.
Yeah, so you'll drink if you want.
Yeah.
I am imagining that song that just tastes really well because I love Imli. I love tamarind.
I'm
No, it's
thinking
actually
of
really
visiting
good.
Mexico someday.
It's used in many dishes over here. Like, it's common to use tamarind.
Yeah, no, and even our
Like,
candy.
you're using
our
it in
candy is
vodka,
spicy
we are
and
using-
has tamarind. Like it has tamarind and spicy in our candy. It's really interesting.
So
Yeah, in India we do have that in candy.
Oh, as well. Yeah, it's. I
Yeah.
think it's a good candy fruit. It's a good taste.
Mexicans and Indians are quite similar.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
like
taste-
lost.
Our taste
lost
buds
brothers
are
or
similar.
something.
Yeah, taste buds are quite similar.
Completely. The harm with the tamarind vodka is that it's so good that you forget it's alcohol, and next thing you know, you don't know.
Like you drink tequila, it's a strong drink. We always prefer whiskey or scotch. Whiskey and
Okay.
scotch is too common in India. Yeah.
Is that from coming from the UK culture, or was that always
No,
there?
you can't exactly say that. You can relate drinking to UK culture, but you can't exactly say that whiskey is from that culture, because mostly people in UK, they prefer either some single malt or scotch, but in here we prefer hard drinks like
Okay.
beer or that whiskey. That's
Okay.
very common over it. Even vodka, we even drink vodka. Mostly females prefer vodka in India.
And tequila? There's no tequila in India?
not very common. It's not very
Tequila
common. Like
comes at
rum
the
is common.
bottom place. Yeah, rum is common.
Rum is common.
Okay.
Whiskey is common, but not tequila. Yeah, it's not a very cultural thing.
Interesting.
Wow, this conversation was so out of the world for me, and I guess even for Fred and Maria. I mean, I don't really know anything about alcohol.
No
My
problem.
first,
Continue with it.
I remember my first experience or first drink was tequila. It was at the birthday party of a friend.
Oh,
And how was it?
Tequila Gold, yes, I remember that. Tequila Gold.
Oh, okay, that's
And
good.
how was it? How was your experience after
The
that?
first, it was kind of warm, so you have to taste the salt first, and then you drink, and then you take the lemon. So it was
Okay.
hot for like it was warm to the body. I just had one shot.
Yeah, one is enough.
You took it neat. Yeah.
what about Freda? Have you ever had alcohol?
He's 16, I don't
Yeah,
think.
only wine.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Only wine. Yeah, no, wine is also good. Like white wine is nice.
Yeah, no, it's great. Actually, fun fact, because I lived in Luxembourg most of my life.
Okay.
Here, the legal drinking age is 15 or 16, and so people learn to drink at Freda's age way before you can drive. That's you can only start driving taking lessons at 18. So
Okay.
the mentality of Luxembourg is that you learn to drink before you drive, so you don't do that.
Oh, that's smart.
Oh, that's
I heard it for the very first time.
Just a fun fact.
so. Like, Maria, is it a thing like you are beauty pageant crazy?
Yes, it is. It is a stereotype, but I think partially that's true. Like for us, the Miss Universe pageant, the Miss World, that's a big deal. Like we really take it seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong in that.
Culturally, maybe it's the influence of Spain and probably also of America. So we were colonized by Spain for 300 years, and so the ideal for beauty, I think we got it from them. And then the competition is probably the American influence.
True.
Okay.
But like all Filipinos are really beautiful. I've had a word with a lot of them for my channel, of course. But then I've always had wonderful experiences, the kind and the good vibes and positivity and stuff. So I love Filipinos.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Shmita Sen, she won Miss Universe 1995, 1994 or 1995.
Yeah,
And that's
20 years.
Yes. And many Filipinos love her. Like they name their daughters after social. That's how
Oh
how
my
we
God.
admire her. Yes.
That's a crazy fan base. Like even after 20 years, that's crazy fan base.
Wow.
And now it's the time for, normally it's November, December, that's the time for Miss Universe. So people are looking at like who's Miss Mexico or who's Miss Venezuela, who's Miss India. Like everyone's watching out like now it's also Thailand is emerging and Indonesia. Of course, India will always be there. And the Latin
So yeah,
America.
beauty pageants are important to you people.
Yeah, wow. In Mexico, it's important to us when we win. Otherwise, we know it's me, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay, coming again to India, Madhusudan.
yeah, so there's one stereotype I think that people think that Indians are always late. Like we will be at our pad and someone will call, yes, bro, okay, I'm in the way and I'll reach in 5 minutes. And that's true.
I
This
think
happens in
that's
every country, I guess. This happens in every country, according to me. Like,
No.
We are still less punctual. If we have to start at
They're
7, then
expert
we'll
in
give
things.
time of 6:45. Then things will get started at 7.
I've obviously heard Germans
Yeah, but
are
I have
like very
attended-
punctual.
Yes, actually,
I've
Luxembourg
attended-
is between Germany and France, And
Yeah.
the contrast in those cultures is incredible. For example, my first day of class I did in France. I was in Erasmus, and there were Germans, there were Italians, there were Spanish. So I arrived right on point, and there were already 20 Germans there that had been waiting for 10 minutes.
Oh.
And then I get on point, and then 20 minutes later, the Spanish people come. So I do think that there's something cultural about that.
Yeah, I've heard for a lot of time that Germans are really punctual. Like, even if there's some accident or something going to happen, they just cover up the time for that. So they always reach earlier than the time stated.
Also, Japanese people, I guess,
Yes.
Yeah,
they're also very punctual.
Mm-hmm.
we should learn from them.
There's something in the
Yeah.
vibe, maybe.
No, I aspire to be like
I have
them.
attended a 8 a.m. class after getting out at 45. Yeah, I have done that.
Wow.
8 a.m.
Talking
class
about
when I
class,
woke up at 7:45.
I had exam at 9 a.m. and I woke up at 8:50 and I reached on time.
Wow.
So
Yes,
that's
Anya.
crazy talent we all have.
That just
we
comes
can
with a
manage in
rush.
every circumstance.
It's
We
the
can
adrenaline.
manage. Yeah.
Like just before this session at 3:30, I had my end semester examination.
Wow.
Wow.
Ooh.
Nice,
All of the Indians I've met abroad, they were on time. Like even for social functions and events, they would come maybe 15 minutes before the time. So I've never met.
It's not about India. It's not about Indians. It's about India. So when we are in India,
Yeah,
we are very
Yeah.
like in our people,
see.
and when we go abroad, we will reach on time before even you.
Yeah. So can you share some stereotypes about your country?
Okay, so the first thing, if I'm talking to someone who is not in my country, and I'm gonna tell him the name of my country, when he gonna spell it, it's so like he can't. So he say Lebanon, Libya, everything, but not Lebanon. And that made the Lebanon people angry. Like, why can't you spell it? It's easy.
I agree. It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy to spell.
Yeah,
They
that's-
think that Lebanon is same that Libya. It's so different.
Obviously,
But
yeah.
it's not same, yeah.
But it's really like it's you feel bad when someone doesn't pronounce or spell your country's name correctly, because your country
No.
resides in your heart.
Yeah, because it's my country. The name is so important for me.
Yeah, of course. Ooh, okay.
That never happens with India or Mexico.
Well, actually, with Mexico, it's not that they spell it wrong, but in Spain, they don't use the X for Mexico. They use a J.
Mexico.
And-
Yeah, and they pronounce it
I guess
Mexico.
in
I've
some
heard
places
somewhere.
it's
No, in
Mexico.
Mexico.
What's that?
Mexico.
I mean, in Mexico, we say it Mexico, but we still use our X. However, in Spain, they took our X, which is okay in Spanish, and they put a J that makes the same sound, just to like
Mexico.
prove that we're just a bit
No,
different.
J is not sounded like J. J sounded like H. So it's Mexico.
Mexico. In Mexico, X can be used as G, like G.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But in Spain, no. That's why they have the J.
In all languages, India is India. In all languages.
Yeah. Yeah, in Spanish we say India also.
Was Mexico also colonized by Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were actually Mexico was called New Spain. It was one of the first places they found, and then they started going to like South America. So
Nice.
for a long time, I was not Mexican but New Spanish. Yeah.
Are there any stereotypical issues you guys faced, like talking to someone, or like they told you that you're like that, or they pointed out a specific characteristic or trait about your country, maybe?
Oh yeah, of course. When we talk to Spanish people, they automatically feel like they need to imitate our accent in Spanish, and they do a terrible job. They like take like cartoon.
So what's your accent actually? Can you speak a line in maybe Mexican accent?
Oof, I don't think I can. Honestly, the thing is, I lived in Mexico 2 years, and after that, I lived in Spain for 5 years. So
Okay.
my Spanish is already a mix. But whenever I talk to someone Spanish and tell them I'm Mexican, they automatically go to the thickest Mexican accent they can think of, which is not even correct. So I'm sorry I can't even do it, but it happens and it's quite annoying.
No.
Okay.
Okay, coming again to Philippines. Okay, so I really have one question. Can the whole Philippines sing? Like I've heard almost all of them sing really well.
Yeah, it is a culture. It's the love for music. I think we also got that from Spain. Everyone can sing, and even if you don't ask, someone will take the microphone and sing.
Well, Maria, I have my guitar. If you want to go have a crack.
Okay.
Oh wow, we would love the jam right now.
We'll have one someday. We'll have one
I would
day.
love, Louis, if you can just sing Despacito, some lines.
Yeah, just a few lines.
No.
Oh yeah, that's very good. Despacito.
One say.
Come on, go on.
Daddy Yankee.
We just want
Just
to
two
hear the
lines
chorus.
in Mexican accent.
Yeah.
Despacito Mexican accent is
Yeah.
half the song is like it's just in like it's in a Puerto Rican accent because the guy's from
Yeah.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Yeah.
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 Okay,
So,
are we
yeah,
having
we're
the jam
waiting.
right now?
You
Yeah,
should
we
go
want
on.
to hear 2 lines.
No, maybe we had a little bit of tequila beforehand. I would have gone for it.
Okay. No.
Oh, shit.
Maria, I've heard that song Binhi by Arthur Neri. Have you heard of that?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Binhi by Arthur
Bin-
Neri.
Is it
Do you know that artist, Arthur?
I'm not familiar.
Actually, the friend suggested me that, and I just can't understand the lyrics, but it was so beautiful, so full of feelings that I loved it.
Is it a Filipino song?
Yeah, it's in Tagalog actually.
Binhi.
Yeah. Binhi means seed, I think.
Yeah, it's Seed. It's probably an old song. Probably an old song.
Like so,
I'll check
I
that.
would like
I'll
to say
check
something about
Yeah, sure.
Mexico.
I can actually.
Mexican always.
I have
wear-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Go on,
want to
go
go get something that could be really cool for the.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Second.
Is he going to get a tequila?
Maybe
guitar, who
he's
knows?
going to get his guitar and tequila both.
Madhu, if you can, I'd like to know the song. If you can just type it in the chat box, then I'll
Sure.
check it out later.
So, Madhusudan, did you enjoy the song without even knowing the lyrics?
Yeah, I love music. I enjoy the songs without even knowing the lyrics. I've memorized Despacito. I've memorized Taki Taki. I've memorized Binhi.
Go for
Oh,
it then. 2 lines from
Yeah.
Despacito. Go for it, go
I'm
for it.
afraid my voice is not so great.
We'll put that
oh,
in
we'd
highlight.
love that.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
Also,
Yeah, so this is,
remix
some
version or that. Oh, that's
So
Tobaru.
because of the
Tobaru, I
virtual
think.
background,
Oh, it's
Yeah,
really
it's
cool.
What's it called, Luis? What's it called?
It's a sombrero. Un sombrero.
Sombrero. Yeah.
Sombrero.
I've heard that in a game. It was a Mexican game.
Oh,
A
really?
easy game that I played. Yeah.
Cool. There we go. Okay.
That looks really cool, but
Something that's very stereotypical of my country.
Yeah.
I saw Fluffy wearing that. So it's they have Mexicans have this famous comedian Fluffy, like we have
Oh,
Zach.
really? I didn't know.
You didn't know of
No.
Fluffy? I've seen his show and he came to Delhi.
Oh, really? And he's like full on Mexican?
Yeah.
Is he like a Mexican American? Or?
Yeah. Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay, I've heard about him. Yeah. But he's also like he became famous in the US as a Mexican, no?
Yeah.
okay. By the way, Luis, you just missed the part where Madhusudan is going to sing Filipino song for us. Come
Oh,
on.
really?
He's
Spanish. Get that Spanish.
Okay,
And
not a
Despacito
problem. You can
Spanish.
go. Yeah, you can go with
Yeah,
Despacito.
Go
so
on.
I'll just go with the Justin Bieber one. So it will cover the English as well as the Spanish.
Done.
So it goes something like that. Coming over in my direction. So thankful for that, such a blessing, yeah. And every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are My sunrise on the darkest day got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. Put me in the middle, how you put it on. Got the only key on how to turn it on. The way you nibble on me, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long. Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando, voy armando el plan. Solo con pensarlo se acelera el pulso. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
ya me está costando más de lo normal. Todos mis sentidos van pidiendo más. Estoy quieto malo sin ningún apuro.
Despacito.
Despacito.
That was so cool, dude.
That was really good. That was
Nice,
really
nice,
good.
nice. Woo!
The Spanish is even like well pronunciated. Just say apuro, not capullo, because capullo is like a bad word in Spanish, but apuro is, yeah. But otherwise, it was like spot on.
Yeah, really. Like I've
Nice.
never heard an Indian, singing Despacito.
I've never heard an Indian speak in Spanish in general, so
Yeah,
very
obviously.
interesting.
I love the music.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madhu.
Coming
I have a
to
question for Maria.
Yeah.
Is it true that you guys are in love with Manny Pacquiao or the boxer?
Yes, Manny Pacquiao is. I mean, in general, also boxing is a big thing. It's same
Yeah.
or that we give for beauty pageants. We also love boxing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because in Mexico, there's a big boxing culture, so we know about that.
Yes, and
Yeah.
our like main opponent will always be Mexico. I think
Really?
Mexico, or Puerto Rico.
So Philippines.
Yeah, I think we both
have
have a very good
basketball,
boxing culture.
boxing.
Yes,
Yeah.
all the bees, beauty queen, beauty pageants, boxing.
Basketball
singles.
and yeah.
BBB, I love it.
okay, one
Yeah, I
thing.
think Mexico and Philippines share the same like similarities in culture.
Yeah, I think due to Spain, we must have similar things for sure.
This is just like a trivia. Well, it's part of history. Philippines is the only Spanish colony that doesn't speak Spanish. Like we speak Tagalog, Filipino, and English. My grandparents and my mother, like, I had an elective in Spanish, but we were stopped. We were prevented from learning how to speak Spanish because then we will oppose the government at that time, King Philip. Yes.
And
So we
Tagalog, that's a bit like it has a few Spanish words in it, no?
Yes, and it's a mix of Malay and Spanish. So yeah, we also call it sombrero. The
There you
hat
go.
and zapatos, the shoes.
Uh-huh.
And adobo is also. I think there's also Mexican adobo, if I'm not mistaken.
Adobo.
Yeah, it's chicken or pork, and then you cook it in soy sauce and vinegar, and you add bay leaves. It's Spanish in origin, so I'm sure
Yeah, it's
Mexican.
origin is
people-
Spanish.
I'm
Yeah.
just ignorant
Yeah.
about it.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
cool.
So nice to hear about your cultures. Okay, one thing I've heard about Mexicans is that they are like really lazy. They love having naps in the middle of the day. Is that true?
Honestly, no. The other day I saw some like stats online. I can't remember what. I can probably find it and send it to you. But Mexico is one of the countries that has the most hours of work per person. Like, and it's a shame because we don't win as much money, but we are a really hardworking country. I think it's just from the U.S. like thinking of us with our sombreros laying down in the desert, leaning on a cactus, which is not the case. Cactuses are very uncomfortable, so that would not happen. However, like as I said, I lived in Spain, and in Spain that is a thing. Having a siesta is like part of like their routine, and God forbid someone does not let them have their siesta at 5 o'clock.
No, true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
coming once again to Freda. Do you have to say anything?
Okay, when someone hears that my country is an Arabic country, they imagine that it's a desert with camels, and it's not a desert, it's a city as all cities here. But they put in their head that Arabic countries are deserts.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say that it's in my head too. Lol.
Yeah, it happens in India also. We have a state,
Yeah, even
Rajasthan,
Egypt.
and it's a part is Thar Desert. Whole Rajasthan is not desert, but everyone thinks
Only
that
the
whole Rajasthan
Ajmer
is
part is
desert.
desert. Yeah.
Yeah. So that comes even from Egypt. Like Egypt is all pyramids and stuff, but it isn't.
That's only a part.
Yeah.
Egypt is a very
Here we
different.
don't have at all desert. We don't have at all.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't have it all. Oh.
Mind blown there. Wow.
And like are Lebanese people dark haired? Like I've heard on the internet, like most Lebanese people are blonde. So is that true?
No, 15% only from Lebanese people are blonde. The others are dark-haired and everything. But there are some that make their eyes blue and make their hair blonde look like this. So you confuse, you made them real, but they are not real. They did this.
Oh, that's
Okay.
new.
So
Surgery
most
thing
people here are
in
dark-haired.
between.
Oh yeah, even Indians.
Mostly
I
Indians
have
are
a
dark haired,
question.
yes.
I
Yeah,
have a
yeah, go on.
question for India. Is that true that in every situation, sad or happy, you sing from movies?
Yeah, that's good. You can get that from movies. Yeah, Bollywood movies are always about singing or songs. You can find 7 songs in a 3-hour Bollywood movie or a 2-hour Bollywood movie. So like, yes, whatever is the emotion, they're singing.
Wow.
Yeah.
This happens. Hero
We
is
don't
sad,
have
he's
anyone
singing.
from Africa
Hero
here.
is romantic, he's singing.
No. Bollywood is famous in Africa.
Bollywood is
Yeah,
famous at a
yes,
lot of
it-
places.
Yes.
Yeah, but they just memorize the songs. They're Africans.
Because Bollywood is acquired from many places.
Wow.
Bollywood is
India-
derived from many movies.
In India,
Yeah.
do you guys watch more Hollywood or Bollywood?
Obviously
Both.
Bollywood.
Oh, yeah, both.
Me both.
Yeah. But Bollywood is like the center. Like the youth watches Hollywood, not people above 30.
Also, it is also true that Bollywood is majorly watched, and there are sub-woods. You can say that Tollywood, and we have Bhojpuri cinema, we have many other cinemas as well. So
Regional
it is also
cinema
a
houses,
language
yeah.
thing. Language thing is also there. So yes, but Hollywood is watched a lot. Yeah.
Because in India there are 23 scheduled languages that are in the constitution. So every region has a different language, so they produce their different cinemas. But Hindi is the majority, but not whole of India.
Yeah,
is
every
Indian.
state have their
Yeah.
separately managed cinema thing. You can say that, like Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Rajasthani, Bhojpuri. You have everything. We are a very, very, very densely populated
Diverse.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we love our movies. I love Bollywood. I even love Hollywood movies.
Yeah.
I've watched one.
Bollywood gets senseless. But
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
I've watched one
At
movie,
times. Which
Which movie? Which movie?
Hase to Pase.
Hasi to Fasi.
Hasi to Fasi.
Shahid Kapoor and Shraddha. Yeah.
I don't know who the actors and the actresses are, but the plot and the love of the father for the daughter. I mean, it's just really endearing.
Yeah, that's a
I've also watched one.
So
I
you
think,
were going on sentimental thing, yeah.
that's called. I think it's called Pride and Prejudice. Perhaps does that ring a bell?
That's a
Pride
It's
and
a book.
Prejudice.
No,
By
PRID.
Jane Austen.
No, B. Bride and Prejudice.
Bride and
And it's
In
with,
Bollywood.
I love that.
with one with an Indian lady. I think that was Miss India or something like that.
I never heard of it.
Oh yeah, it's a film, but I guess it's a very old film, like 2005 or something.
2004.
Pride
and
and
it's with,
Prejudice.
Yeah.
Aishwarya Rai Bachchan.
Aishwarya Rai
Rai
Bachchan,
Bachchan.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry I butchered
Okay.
that name, but yeah, that her.
that's cool. We never heard of it.
Oh, see,
We also never heard of that, yeah.
It's because we are kids of this generation. We haven't watched a lot of old movies. Because like we have a new movie every Friday. So how much do you expect us to see?
Oh my God! Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes we also have like 2-3
Like, I
movies.
think this
every
is a
Friday.
Hollywood movie. Like, this is a Hollywood movie, but only Aishwarya Rai Bachchan is there as an Indian actress. Like
Oh, okay.
everyone
then
else
that
is
makes
from
sense.
Hollywood. Yes.
Okay, that-
So that is the reason we're not aware of
Yeah,
that.
so Hollywood and Bollywood are connecting with the marriage of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas.
And,
Oh my god.
and Shah Rukh Khan,
The
yeah.
Bollywood fans over here.
The Shah Rukh Khan fans are all, I think, over their space now.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys have anything else to say about your country or culture?
Actually, I wanted to tell Freda that actually in Mexico we have a big Lebanese community. I don't know why, but for some reason a lot of Lebanese migration came to Latin America, and in Mexico, one of the most notable people that are Lebanese ancestry is Carlos Slim, who is like the second
Carlos
most
Slim.
rich person. Oh, well, right now probably second, but back in the day, like 2 years ago or 3, he was the richest person in
I've
the world.
heard of that guy.
And he's actually Lebanese Mexican. So in Mexico,
Oh.
we have a lot of Lebanese people.
Yeah,
Actually-
here we love going to Mexico here. I'm learning Spanish because when I grow up, I will go to Mexico.
Oh, awesome!
Oh my
Well,
god.
man.
you ever need anything, let me know.
I saw that on your video. You were learning Spanish. I checked
Yeah.
her YouTube channel. I saw. Interesting.
Okay.
I would love to come to
Freda
like,
actually took over Life of World Instagram for a day. Like we have a thing like Takeover Thursday on Instagram. So you can get full access to our Instagram handle, and then you can post a day in your life, like whatever you're doing the entire day. We give you access to that. This
Cool.
Takeover Thursday thing. Every weekday we have a different concept for that.
we like we just love to know the cultures and the daily habits of people from around the world, from every corner of the world. Because like even in one single country, like in India, if you are staying in the North India or if you are staying in South India, your daily habits really change. It's not like if you are an Indian, so you just go ahead like that. So it's really good to know about different people and different cultures within your own country.
Maybe for Frida, if you can, I'd like to know. I'd also like to watch movies, Lebanese movies, probably with English subtitle. Mexicans. I have. There was a time when Mexican telenovelas were really popular in the Philippines. So that yes, but Lebanese, I have not had. No, I have not watched any. So if
And I don't suggest to watch. I don't suggest to watch
why is that?
because we watch other countries' movie because our movies are bad. So
Oh
I
man,
don't suggest it.
that's strange.
Even the series.
Yeah, because here they are not so talented in acting. So you can see that it's not real while watching.
I see. Okay. I was
I've-
just curious.
I've watched Jane the Virgin, which is like a Spanish telenovela.
Yeah, it's Mexican American, but there's a lot of Mexican culture in that. It's a lot of truth.
Yeah,
in that.
that's really cool. Like I learned a lot about culture from that series.
Yeah, and it's really special because it's a lot of not just Mexican culture, but like Latin American culture in the
Yeah.
U.S. In itself is a new culture. There's so many Latin American people in the U.S. that they've basically made their own culture, and Jane the Virgin represents that perfectly.
But it's really cool to learn something from every movie or series or anything you watch.
Yeah, one thing about India, I want to point out that whenever any foreigner comes or you do anything different, you do vlogging or anything like that, people just won't ignore you. they will stare at you. if you wore different type of clothes, short clothes, or any different type of thing you're doing, then we'll stare. That's the thing.
Happens a lot. Like I
Because
haven't
that's
seen a
unusual,
lot-
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I've not
that's
seen a lot of
unusual.
foreigners here. So whenever one comes,
Yeah,
I just
the
want to
COVID
jump
thing has
around and
also
go
made
ahead.
it very unusual.
Talk to them, interact with them. Yeah. What the person from other
COVID
side of
thing
the
is
world
also-
thinks.
But it's really
Foreigners
cool.
are also not visible these days because of the COVID thing. From 9 months, we have not visited people, and people are
Our
not
friends
visiting
only
us.
are not visible from these days.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really bad in India.
Yeah.
But I guess it's really safe in China right now. I had a talk with a person yesterday who was from China, and he said that we don't have a single case now. So
Is
like,
that really true?
yeah, I mean, I cannot
I
say
mean,
They deserve
obviously.
that.
Some days
They
ago they
deserve
put
that.
that journalist who just exposed the thing that China, the COVID virus was released from Wuhan, epicenter was Wuhan. She was put in jail for 10 years, I think, some days back in China.
I mean, we cannot trust journalists and media and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it just really overwhelming.
Yeah.
How's the situation in Luxembourg? I mean,
Honestly, the thing is, we're really, really small country. So if one person, like the whole country has 500,000 people. So if one person gets COVID, like the proportions is huge, you know, like it's like already close to 1% of the whole country.
Oh.
And if we
In
have,
India, we are experiencing second phase of lockdown. The whole country is on the verge of getting an entire lockdown again.
wow, no, we're not. I think there's rumors
The
that we might
cases
go
are
into lockdown.
multiplying exponentially here. Over here, the cases are multiplying exponentially. The rate is huge. Sorry?
Frida, how about Lebanon? How's the situation in Lebanon, Frida?
Here we have like each month 4 or 5,000 people, but because we are only 5 million people in Lebanon, so it's bad for our number here.
I see.
And in
You just-
Philippines, how are you guys doing? How are you guys faring?
It's the country is still on a lockdown, but people can go out to buy their groceries for as long as they have the quarantine passes. But judging from the cases, it's also not the country is also not doing well. Plus the 3 consecutive typhoons don't help at all.
Yeah,
So.
I just hope everyone's safe and doing good all the time. Okay. Do you guys have anything else to say?
Yeah, I have one question for Luis.
Yeah.
I've read that Luxembourg has the highest per capita income. It's really high, really high. So
The
is
richest.
everyone in Luxembourg super rich? Is that the case?
The thing is, it's not like we're all millionaires. We're just all very well off, and it's really nice because it comes to a point. Well, I feel that we're all so well off and working in a society that things work so well, like free public transport, democracy is perfect, cleanest country in the world, safest country in the world. That there's no materialism, there's no envy, and it's really easy to contain because it's a small country. But yeah, that is true. And luckily, I had them.
Does Luxembourg have any neighbor countries? Can you name your neighbor countries?
Yeah, of course. There's Belgium, France, and Germany. So we're landlocked by those 3. Holland is about a 2-hour drive, and those are the closest countries that are by
So
Luxembourg.
that's nice. That's a paradox because
Nice.
majorly landlocked countries are not developed much, like you see Afghanistan. But this is really nice.
Yeah. No, it's really nice because before lockdown, hey, I want to go for lunch to France, 20-minute drive, or to Germany,
Oh my
10-minute drive,
God.
Belgium, 25, like pushing it there, you know?
That's
It's
cool.
such a small country that things are very manageable.
So, I guess.
Yeah, that's one.
So, yeah, I guess that's all. So, do you guys have anything else? Like, do you want to ask anything?
Hope you guys had like heaps of fun
Must.
today. At least you
Honestly,
got to know a lot
definitely.
more culture.
Yeah,
I'd
sorry.
like to thank both of you for initiating something like this. I mean, the channel is really interesting. I grew up in a generation where, I mean, this wasn't possible. So now that I'm able to enjoy it, and YouTube is there, I mean, it's fantastic. It's a great experience. So thank you for.
We are always
Oh,
here
thank you so
with
much.
open arms, welcoming people. Yeah,
No,
you can anytime chat with us. You can anytime ask us anything. You can anytime connect with us on anything. That's what Life of World is all about. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's just I get disconnected a lot, so I try to hop in when I think, but it's actually sorry. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys. I think this is a really nice way to foment meeting new people in these times, and it's a really cool concept. I like it. I like also helping little YouTubers out and get comfortable in your skin.
That's really cool. Like,
Yeah, so thank you guys.
thank you so much. We are really honored to have you guys here because we are always looking to collab with people and share and know about their cultures and share the cultures with the world. So what
I'm
you
also
guys
so
did
happy.
today was awesome.
I'm also so happy for being here because all my life I love to meet different culture and different people, so that I meet you all.
Thank you so much.
So
Okay.
great to meet you all. Thank you so much, everybody. So we have a small surprise for you all.
Yeah, finally comes the
Vidhi
surprise
will
part.
say that. Yes.
Okay, so all 5 of you get Life of World's premium membership for free. So that means you
All
get
the fun
VIP
comes from
emails and cookbooks and magazines and VIP podcasts and so much more. Like Life of World's
Yeah,
premium package is
everything.
just a package you need after work.
Awesome, thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can we make some noise,
Yeah,
please?
yeah.
1, 2.
Woo! Yay!
Thank you so much. We'll be playing a lot of these
Thank you so
games
much,
and
everybody.
other stuff on the channel. So subscribe to it and press the bell icon to not miss any.
Already done.
Already
Thank
done,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
so thank you. Bye-bye.